I'm back, but I'm about to end stream, but well, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I am feeling better, but I want this said. I want this preserved. There are some people out there who think that being autistic or such doesn't come with that many negative effects. No, it does. Do you think it's normal for a person to have a freak out like this just because either I don't even know what caused it. I don't think it was not drinking water because I've been doing that this entire time. I think it was connected to me feeling extremely cold, but I don't know. Maybe it's connected to me not eating enough, but I ate like an hour before I streamed, but can you imagine having this kind of body in a work environment where you're so sensitive to so many things? Where if you get an upset stomach, whether it be from nerves or such, or someone yelling at you, you have to use the restroom, no matter how much willpower you have. No matter how much willpower, you can't control physical limitations of your body. No matter how much I wish I could just engage in this stream, something happened in my body where I felt like extremely cold. I don't know why I felt extremely cold, but I did. And that resulted in me having to bundle up under the sheets. And even though it's rather warm, it feels like I could not feel the heat of it. Like I can feel the heat around me, but I'm not feeling the heat inside my body. It's like taking an extreme amount of smothering heat for like my body to jump back to normal. Even now my hand still feels a little cold, even after bundling myself up like that. And according to my thing, it's 72 degrees in here. But before that, it was a lot colder than that. Do you think a person like that is able to function normally with a regular job? I've seen people say that, oh, work, oh, autism, just an excuse for not being able to work. I've tried, and so many of my body's sensitivities just keep screwing me over. Even if I enjoy the stuff. It's not easy having a body like this. It wasn't that bad in sensitivity when I was younger, but it's definitely gotten worse as I get older. I don't know why. I feel like these extremely sensitive symptoms showed up around like 7 years ago or so. I have to be so careful with myself. And it is not easy. It's just not easy. If I was able to work like everyone else, I would be. But I'm not able to. Because of this accursed sensitive body. It bothers me so much, even though I try to not let it. It bothers me so much that some people out there just think, even though they have autism like me, that they understand what my body is going through. No, you don't. Autism is basically different for everyone. And even though I was told, oh, I only have minor Asperger's or such, it doesn't matter. The sensitivity is still there. If anything, finding out I've been autistic is a way for me to not be so incredibly harsh on myself like I was for like, I don't know, 14 to 15 years prior, where I just constantly blamed myself that I wasn't trying hard enough, or, everyone goes through something like this. I am never going to be able to work a normal job, like something like even something as simple as a cashier, because all it takes is for me to feel upset about something, or someone yells at me or such, and no matter how much I try to just not let it bother me, it will eventually hit my body. That was my phone alarm. And I haven't even mentioned how if I'm overly stressed, it can absolutely hit my body and result in me having to use the restroom at one point for like 10 to 15 minutes. I am all kinds of messed up with this sensitivity of mine. And I wish I wasn't. I'm trying to do everything I can to not just crumble like this, to try to do the best I can with my limitations and also be happy with it. I'm just trying my best. And I wish a number of people out there really understood that autism is not the same for everyone. That includes my own parents. Many times I will hear them say things like, oh, this place is hiring or such. Even if I wanted to, I'm disposable to them. I've literally been told I think a little slower than everyone else, despite the fact I can read quickly. Processing reading information, apparently I can do that faster than regular, I guess. You guys have seen it yourself on stream, how many times I seem to either miss something or something seems extremely obvious to you guys, but it's not to me. Because my brain is wired differently. And I usually try to joke around with that. Sorry, ignore the tongue thing. That was because I just had my my hand on my palm, and for some reason it registered as my tongue. Hand on my palm. Palm on my neck. I really wish I didn't have this extreme sensitivity. I really wish I didn't. But I do. And I've realized my mind may not need as much coddling. But damn if my body sure does need it. No matter how much I wish it didn't. I try to be strong about stuff like this. One thing, while all autistics may not be able to fully understand one another, one thing I think we should understand is our body's physical limitations is what hold us back more than our minds. That's why we do our best not to get like really upset. It can have some major blowback on our body. May not be immediately, may even be a day later. Gosh, can you imagine that? Just imagine every time you get like into a yelling fight with someone, for example. Imagine it happens for like 30 minutes to an hour. Imagine that. You reach a peaceful conclusion. That should be the end of it, right? Nope, because you've been under so much stress for so long, you're probably going to have diarrhea a day later. Because your stomach was handling all that stress. Not fun. Definitely not fun. I'm probably going to upload this immediately. I'm not even going to bother with a thumbnail or such. I know I've got like text in the background, but you know, this was an immediate thing. Something that was crossing my mind so much while I just lay under the covers, just shivering constantly. Yeah, impromptu. I guess that's the right word. I'm definitely going to be letting all my Dawnlings know about this. Maybe I will make a thumbnail because this is important to me. This is very important. But again, I also really want to state, while autistic people have our limitations with our body, and they can be linked to our mind as well, that doesn't mean autistics can't be emotionally better controlled. We can't control the limitations of our body. But we can learn with great effort and great restraint to not let our minds, to not let our autism control our minds, because I'm sure a bunch of autistics out there, if you're watching this, know exactly what I mean. We can be pretty selfish. We can be pretty selfish. If I was to offer advice, my best friend Lane here, they're a strong reason I've grown mentally, maturely so strong, because them, Lane, Josh, many my close friends I trust to call me out when my stubbornness and my desire to be right gets dangerous, because I know how dangerous it can get. I almost caused great destruction between my friends just to feel like I was right, even though I know in my heart that the other person was 75% responsible. I still engaged with it. I still engage with it because of the desire to always feel right. I have my friends to put me in check, while I have learned to trust myself more. I also know I don't think like a regular person. And that's why I greatly value people like my best friend Lane, Noir, Josh, my friends that call me out on this. And I'm immensely thankful to have Emmy that tolerates this absolute stupid mind of mine. I've got a lot of flaws. I'm stubborn. My body, well, that's a whole lot of flaws in of itself. But I try to make up for that by being kind and sympathetic towards people. But I also try to look out for my own mind, because it can be too forgiving and always wants to believe in the best of people, which can lead to me overdoing it. That's a thing with autistics. We tend to overdo things. Makes me overdo it, and then that person can just manipulate me. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going all over with this, but I'm just basically letting everything in my mind just blurt out, because some people just don't get it. Some people just think, even if they know you have autism, that thinks they understand you better. No, not even fellow autistics truly 100% understand what's going on with each other's body. As fellow autistics, for those that are autistic and watching this, learn to take care of yourself. Don't beat yourself up too harshly for your physical limitations. Try what you can to avoid stressing yourself. And also realize a lot of the time your judgment call on important things may be wrong. And that's why it's extremely important to have a system of friends around you that you can trust with your life to guide you to do better, who will tell you when you are making a wrong choice. That's how I learned to be better. Took a hell of a lot of effort, but it's something I did. Even doing this, I feel a little exhausted just saying all this. I thank you, Lane, once again for being here. I'm definitely going to upload this to my channel later. I thought I could summarize this in it being a clip, but it clearly is going to be longer than that. Everyone, make sure to always take care of yourselves. Especially if you know you've got some physical limitation out there. It's not your fault, okay? Humans are able to improve their mind through hard work and determination. However, when your body has limitations, you can't really go past them that well. I mean, maybe you can with enough hard work, but it also comes with the risk of your body being even more damaged. Like, consider it like the same way where, let's say you've got like, I don't know, a bad foot. You know, it can get you by in life fine, but if you run with it for too long, it really starts to sting, doesn't it? But you love sports, for example. You want to try sports. You're not able to. Because you know if you do, your leg won't just go from hurting. It'll go to something much worse. I don't know. Maybe that's a good allegory. I think that's the right word for autism. Just, again, take care of yourself. Even if others may accuse you of being... Okay, I'm ignoring that. Even if others accuse you of being, like, too soft on your own body, like, again, take care of your body. But do also take to heart when someone calls you out for being bad or such. Because odds are there's many others that might think like that. I guess I want to end this off by saying autism may wreck your body with sensitivity, but it doesn't have to wreck your mind. You can mentally mature like I have with a chain of trusted friends to keep you on the right path. Take care of yourself, everyone.